How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical, this is Rimworld, this is Biotech. We're having a good time. So, what is the plan for today? Well, we have a few things around the map we actually have to deal with as we go into speed 3 for story time. We have the ship part over here, which is a psychic droner, which is going to be ever so boring to deal with. We do have another ship part over here that is just killing all the grass, so we sort of have a few problems that we need to deal with. We also have an infestation. Hopefully that's in our bug box, which is absolutely fine. So when that drone comes out, then we can lock the doors in here. So that's more money for resources, so that's absolutely fine. Just ban them doors so no funky dunky stuff happens. To be fair, with how they've spawned, they're going to be really easy to take out. However, for the time being, I would just like to leave them, as I think we need to prioritise dealing with the ship part up here that is giving us a psychic drone. How we're going to deal with that, I'm not quite sure. We have got EMPs and stuff. So the hunters grab an EMP. I feel like more EMPs here are going to be helpful. So let's grab 2 EMPs. Right. So we're going to have to deal with this because the psychic drone is going to go up. We have a combat command ready. I would also like to draft the tunneler. I think we need more mechs to help us fight, in all honesty. I think that's what it's coming down to. So we'll keep ourselves posted on that. Let's bring everyone up. I want that tunneler to stay with us. Then what I want to do is I want to stand here. So the cover isn't really going to do anything for us because these are all melee. However, what I would like to do is to try and bring them through either this gap or here where they come round so then I can EMP them really, really easy. So let's move the guns to the front. Melee to the front. But the tunneler I really want to hold aggro. I want to slightly stand him there. And I just want to make sure everyone has line of sight. So then we go EMP gets thrown there. Okay, that does stun the tunneler, so we need to throw that a little bit further. So we are going to have to keep that in mind. That our EMP's going to affect ourselves, which is slightly awkward, we're not going to lie, but in the situation we're in, it sort of is what it is. So we'll move Ari up. Right, let's move the tunneler down a bit. Okay, the stun's over. So Ari's going to go up. Actually, Lou needs to drop that combat command. So Ari starts shooting. Come on. Come on. There we go. So Ari needs to get back straight away. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's some really bad EMPs there. So the tunneler is going to take a lot of these. So our melee people need to get in. We've got a melee person here for this reason. EMPs are going great. This isn't great, but Leah's going to come down here just to get ready. There we go. Basically, the job here is to stun them all, keep our melee people blocking as much as possible. Grey, get over here. More are coming down here. This is our blind spot. Carlson, you need to come down here. Because now we're losing DPS where our shooters are having to fight. Grey, move over there. The tunneler can still block us there. The tunneler's getting blocked a lot, but to be honest, it's not too bad. And we'll check health and stuff in a minute, so that's fine. Melee people need to move back up, but I do need to check health. There we go, there we go, there we go. Move the melee people up over here, because the tunneler has these sorted quite nicely. Leah looks like he's struggling. How bad are you hurt? You start moving back then. Okay, there we go. So the melee people come back across. Major break risk. Lou. I mean, you're going to have to pull it together, I'm not going to lie. Right, so the EMPs, start throwing them just at the front now. I don't care if it stuns our tunneler, but I need to help the melee people. because they are taking a lot of damage. The tunneler getting stunned isn't the worst thing in the world, and there we go. So we're going to undraft everyone. Lear, I'm going to keep you drafted. Ari, draft, 10 to Lear. Everyone else can move fast apart from Lear. Who, Baffin is in a good mood. I'll wait for you to eat. The tunneler, I'll just... Oh, you're already undrafted. Nice. Get Lear healed up here, because Lear's going to take a while. Pull you up here so you can destroy this. And actually, went really, really nicely. Having a plan does work, party people. There we go. So, undraft all you. Right, Baffin, can you just shoot at that? Get... Oh, whoops. Can you... I'm going too quick, party people. Too quick. Like, we're too excited. It's all going well. Hot damn! Right, Baffin can destroy that. Grey, 17 hours death. Lear, you're okay. Carlson, okay. Now, in an ideal situation, we would have had better armor there, but we had to work with what we had to work with. Just clicking all the wrong buttons, like... Sort of like you finish a battle, it all goes well. It's just what you need. Vindication! Right, I will... Oh, we're already in area 1 for everything, so that's perfect. Just need this psychic drone. Luckily, it's only low at the minute, but we don't want that to get up to, like, the medium and high levels. Right, are people getting treated? I mean, you're not in a bed, so I can't really help you. Might have a breakdown in a minute, but if we can get rid of this psychic drone... Which we can. Nice, nice, nice. We do just get some components for our trouble, but... Hot damn! Really decent. Only one advanced component. Pretty sad. However, we get a little bit of our area back. So then the next problem that we do need to think about is this one down here. This one is going to be even easier because we're going to be able to do the same strategy, but we've got a tunnel here, so they're all going to pile down here. And then we can just EMP them as they're there. So, but we do need to get rid of it. Because it's going to cause us too many problems. Or it's just, you know, wasting our time having to deal with it. Yeah, very nice way to start the episode. We have to be, it has to be said. Devil Strand, 73%. Corn, 74%. We do need to send some more trash to our lovely neighbours. Yeah, we get on with all our neighbours.
Are you serious?
Okay, so toxic waste, take the most. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Resource-wise, we don't need to stress about anything, but the lack of steel is of something to think about. Inspired recruitment. And we don't have anyone, we just have people in beds. Let's send this to our lovely neighbours and say Merry Christmas and all that sort of good luck. With the transport pod, nice, nice, nice. Extreme break risk at lair. Want from me. What was I going to do? Crisis of belief.
Everything is garbage.
So you lost your belief, and now you believe in Neo. Just...
I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
Okay. Fine. Fine. Fine! Doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me at all. Doesn't annoy me.
Unleash the beast.
Right, food situation we do need to keep an eye on. But corn is a-coming. It's a-coming. It's a-coming. Luckily we got quite a bit of... I was just about to say we have quite a bit of meat. We really don't. Right, horses are fed. Steel is okay. I mean, we're sort of just plateauing at the moment in the case of, like, you know, we're doing fine. You've got the EMPs, so equip the charge rifle. I feel... Actually, no, because we want to deal with... Sorry. Because we want to deal with the other mechs. Is everyone in an okay mood? Apart from Lear. Do I trust... What's your health, Grey? Your movement is okay. So we're going to take everyone apart from Lear. Come over here. Do we want the tunneler for this? I mean... We should have oh, luckily it's over here, so it won't take too long. Yeah, let's just get rid of them while we're on this, like, path that we're on. Let's just get rid. So melee people at the front, EMPs also at the front, just so then they have a good range. Don't know who's standing there, Craigsley, that's annoying. Then we just need to make sure everyone is in range to shoot, otherwise that would be sad. The tunneler, the one will then go in front. Lou, grab you, because you can start this mission off with full success. Have we still got... Combat command's gone down. How long does it last for? Oh, no, hang on. 8 seconds? Right. Let me check that again. 7 seconds, okay. Let's get the EMP shoot, so the EMP grenade's going now. Pull the tunneler back. This is either going to go really, really well or really, really poorly. You'd like to think it's going to go really well because the game rewards our top thinking, surely. Bruh. Right, move closer, Lou, because you're embarrassing me. Come on, Lou. Come on, Lou. Well, everyone has a breakdown and no one wants to fight. Right, run, run, run. There we go. We need some EMPs to actually stun. Tunneler move up. Perfect. Right, EMPs. Now just throw here, please. Just at the front, just to block these ones here. And then there should be all she wrote. Very, very nice. And then this is just a killing exercise. If I could have talked, that would have been really, really good. But... Right, is everyone shooting? Yes. Okay, cool. This is just an exercise of slaughter now. We show no mercy! Get that mech there. But I don't mind if they're piling in on the tunneler. I would rather the tunneler get damaged than the humans. Humans, they have all adapted to this, so we need to be getting some more DPS out. I mean, we're all getting shooting from this as well, right? Yeah, so we're all getting shooting skills, so actually it's not as bad as we think. In case, so we can undraft our melee people, see you later. I'll just draft, undraft, otherwise you're fleeing. The tunneler's got this sorted, which is nice. Just got 2 more and then we're done. Very, very good. 2 good plans, might I say myself. I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but when I do blow my own trumpet, we have a good time.
Wow.
Draft, undraft. Who's in a good mood? Baffin again? Baffin the legend. Well, Baffin might be coming VIP, mightn't he? Coming up top trumps. Allow. I thought I undrafted you all. Alright, so Baffin can then get rid of this. Let's move you in close. And then we get our map back, which is actually of vital importance. Just so then we can do whatever we need to do and we're not restricted. And the problem is like stuff like this, it's fine. But then you start getting them like layered up on the map. And you got one of these and one of them. And then it's more of a problem than it needs to be. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Hot damn!
Very nice. Sadly, it's only one advanced component and whatnot, but it is what it is. And then we can allow this zone. So we have our map back, which is nice. Got some mechs to shred as well, which ain't too shabby. Right, you're fixing him. Okay, okay, so we're back to living the dream.
I am back. What it do, baby?
Have we got power problems? Oh, I need that to reconnect to the other side. I wondered why that wasn't working. So we got a couple of deep drills going. So our main man, Breaker, and I think Craigski is mining as well. Yep, yep, yep. They ain't got a passion for it, which is sad. Sort of is what it is. We'd like some more turrets and stuff. feel like getting a nice stockpile of steel is always nice, but we don't need it. We're not desperately wanting anything at the moment. Let's make sure our hunters get their charge lancers back. I'll just hold left shift to just queue up holding that when Breaker wakes up. Food is going low. How long until corn? 84. We did expand that corn thing, but I'm wondering next time we can... Where's our ideology? Next time we can edit this in 2 points time, I'm wondering to put tunneler on. Then we can have that fungus and eat that fungus. I'm sure that's the one. We will check when we can do it, rather than me talking utter nonsense. Actually, I know I just told you to do that, but we do need to sort out our infestation problem. So let's do this. Mainly because dealing with it is so fun, and I'm all about fun, apparently. And I know you can do, like, a stack of wood in here, party people. I appreciate the comments, but I like just everything looking different, and, like there's one efficient way to do something, and doing that all the time. I like to find my own little ways that I find fun, and that's how I like to play. I can appreciate not everyone's like that, but to me it has to be fun whatever I'm doing. So efficiency is great to a point, but I like to have fun, as you guys have seen. Like my epic fails, you know, we all know the kill boxes and stuff like that that work, that then you don't have to like worry about anything. I like trying different stuff, trying new stuff. Every one of my playthroughs I try to make look different. Because that's how I like to play. But if you don't like to play like that, that's no worries. Because I'll say that and someone's like, oh, you're talking about Bob the Shed. And I'm like, I'm not talking about Bob the Shed. Bob the Shed wants a boxing match with Tadzastical. Well, like, what? The escalation, like. I just like to have fun in my playthroughs. We try and be efficient to a point, but we like to keep the fun. The headline. Tazzastical says, anyone that's efficient doesn't like to have fun. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm... Maybe I should just stop. Maybe I should just stop. Right, we got some meals. What bionic parts have we actually got up here? We got a heart and a leg. Does anyone desperately need the leg? How long until that animus scream goes away? 21 hours. Hiding room. Why? Elite expectations. Okay. Because we're too good. That's the problem. Stuck indoors. 8 hours. Hey, why are you eating without a table? Especially because you're going so far. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. We found some steel. Oh no, we failed that quest. We're looking for plasteel now though, right? Yeah, we will. And what are we researching? The rocket swarm launcher. Gotcha. We are going to need a bunch more steel because we do want to put some more turrets in and whatnot. Would be nice. I didn't even check if any of these bugs actually died. Just like, I just assumed my greatness knows no bounds. Carlson, can you come in here and just start duffing up these? Gray, can you come in and start duffing up these? Can't remember who the other... Who is the other melee? Lair. Go, bring them in. Start duffing up the hives. Yep, I know we're failing all them. I don't think looking for steel at this point is the most effective way, just because we'll have to send so many people to then do it. Where like plasteel, if we find some plasteel, we can send our 2 miners and some horses and then be done with it. Which is quite easy, quite nice. Right, so allow all them so there are resources. Like being able to eat bug meat would be quite cool. Can we do a leader speech or anything like that? How long until? 7.8, okay. Who's the person that's not in our religion, Leah? How far are you away? Trying to... Oh, Affin. Who is our, like, pastor? Spectacle of in... Okay, hang on. This is easy quest. 8 hives, we know where they'll spawn. The gold and the plasteel, it's got to be, right? We're not doing the psychic stuff. So gold and plasteel, 1000%. So apparently they gave us some units. I mean, we didn't get everything out of here. I might have to clear this zone. How long until these bugs spawn? Doesn't say, so let's get out of here. Probably should have waited a little bit. Bruh. Wasn't the best move I've ever made. Not the worst move, though. I'll just clear this area for the time being, just to get everyone out. Okay. Might have had time to get a few more bits in. Yeah, it's just going to the other side, so that's no worries. More steel underground, so that's nice. Can you not come in here? I'll just burn them. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. I know what you think of my singing. I see it in the comments all the time. More singing.
Vindication!
I'm not deluded. Deluded is not the word I am. Genius. Fantastical. I like blow my own trumpet as I'm coming down with EMPs instead of a Molotov cocktail.
You serious?
Like,
Everything is garbage.
right, can we try that again this time? Can you go get a Molotov cocktail? Basically, I'm blaming Schaefer. That was Schaefer's fault. I think we can all agree that was Schaefer's fault. So let's agree that and just move on with our lives. That would be great. This is why I like having wooden flooring, in case you get, like, infestations and infestations. Because then it's just more floor to burn, and you don't have to panic. I like the little system we got here, and it's fun to burn things, let's be honest. I'm not saying I'm a fire starter, but I'm not saying I'm a fire starter. I think we need some more tables and chairs around the colony. Can we load up some more toxic waste in here, please? Because we are sort of keep pushing the hundreds. The amount that we've actually got stocked. What's the temperature in here? Yeah, really, really hot. Oh, they're just taking pure fire damage. Burn damage, I should say. 200 odd degrees. They're just attacking our walls. Out of order. Serious heat stroke. This should be enough. It's still like 180 odd degrees. They're all on the floor. It just needs to get to 100% and then they all die. Really easy quest to complete as well. And then if I go into quests, like 273 gold and 75 plastil, not too bad, because while the gold isn't the be all and end all, we could always sell it if we really wanted to. So it gives us that option if nothing else. And then there we go. That's all sorted. Allow that. Go into zones. Give me the zone. Give me the zone. And easy peasy. Like, pff, am I great or am I great?
Tell me it was good. Tell me I'm good. Tell me I'm good. Tell me that was good. Tell me I'm good.
Right, let's draft our melee people down. Probably should have just grabbed the people that were helping us to come down. I wish we got bonus points for, like, no one dying. Like, oh, you say, like, none of our people got hurt or anything. Like, oh, have an additional 1,000 gold. Imagine. It's because we've got a nice system here. This is why I like making this bug box. The problem is I keep making the bug box too big. I think on the lower difficulties you can get away with making this kill box as big as you want from the looks of it. At heavier difficulties, it does start to become a problem because, you know, the game will chuck a hive at you. Do you know what I mean? It will. Like, I've had hives of, like, however many. Right, there we go. So 273 gold and 75 plasteel. Some more steel scanned. And the good thing about scanning or finding all this steel that does need to be scanned in our earth is, you know, it doesn't go away. So it's always there when we're ready for it. Which is nice. Like your mum when you need your room cleaned. She's always there for you. Always. Right, so the only thing we have to do is just repair some of the wall, just because as the wall gets damaged, they will get further into the base, and we don't really want to have to worry about that. Equally, some more wooden floor, that's absolutely fine. We use a lot of wood for it, but it's fun. We're having a good time. Well, I hope you are, otherwise why are you watching?
Bruh.
But yeah, I think with the sleep accelerators and with the genes that we've like swapped, like that is why we're using so much food. What we might have to do is next Devil's Strand harvest, we might have to make this zone smaller and the corn even larger. Is what I'm thinking. Just making sure they could eat chocolate. But yeah, so we did have a bionic leg before the game rudely started interrupting me and everything. So who hasn't got a bionic part? Are you the only person, Ari? It's operating bionic leg, left leg. No doctor. Stop saying that. You know, doctor. I've got loads of doctors. I'll give you another doctor. I'll give you another doctor. Right, rest until healed. Then Ari's our best one. Then Carlson's next best. Here we go, operate on Ari. If you kill Ari, I will be so disappointed. As the autosave drops. Imagine. Save scumming confirmed. And then we've just got the bionic heart. Because Schaefer's had 2 heart attacks. That's still detected. Picking up activity near the lump, it's likely hostile. More toxic waste, see you later. I just want to get that place to 100% pollution to see what happens. I think I'm going to be really, really disappointed when nothing does. 2,000 steel, that's, I imagine, all coming from the shredding of mechs. That is a recon helmet there, right? Tainted. Okay, then we got insect jelly, stuff like that. So we have a lot of insects, mate. We do. Okay. And we're still 2 points away from... When can we do the next leader speech? 6 days. The leader speech is what's going to give us development points. Okay. Okay. Right. Because it's like we've got so much insect meat. Silly, we're not using it. We have got this. We need to start making our own medicine. Because how are we doing on medicine? We haven't really got any. What I will do then, really efficient putting the drug lab down here. Better if we could get it in here, actually. Which we can, so we will. Because they're going to make it, and it's going to come up here anyway. I assume they can still get to that bed. I mean, I can just mine this spot and bring it down at some point, so that's fine. Move this, so reinstall this sculpture there. Just so it's out of the way. Then I want a single shelf. Love that you can just get single shelves. Then I want a single shelf there for the stuff that we make. This stuff, the bottled stuff. Bruh. We'll just call it bottled stuff. What I'll do is I'll build the shelf there, because then if it gets built, I can set everything up rather than like just sitting there waiting. Pod has no fuel. Are we making... Right, so I need to go into this. Clear all. Yes, please make it out of insect meat. Yeah, make a little bit more. Thank you. Perfect. Debating whether to put weapons down here as well, but... Like, more horses. I mean, it's just a money maker, isn't it? Just breeding horses. It's probably not the best money maker, but we're using them anyway. So it just sort of makes sense. In my head, in my teeny tiny head, but it makes sense nevertheless. Yeah. I could see this not being ideal if we didn't have mechs, like keep having to get rid of all this toxic waste. The fact that we have mechs that are like doing all the hauling for us is pretty legit. How long until the corn harvest? It must be like, there's 97, I did see a 98 down here. That's not too far away. Devil Strands is like, well, some's at 90, cool. Okay, so we are doing well, just with like more bionic parts. Ask and you will receive. Equally, so this bit here, give me the shelf. What are these called? Storage, manufactured. That'd be too easy if it was. Oh, there we go. That critical. Go. And then in the drug bench, add make medicine ×4. Do it until you have 30. Yeah. Unpause at 21 because we always want as much medicine as possible, because then we're using that medicine rather than the herbal medicine. We could be a bit more efficient and picking and choosing when we use herbal medicine, but I just think it's just safer and easier considering I don't pay attention a lot. I know, newsflash. If everyone's on decent stuff. Hey, our first marine helmet, nice. It should all... Was it an armor? Yeah, they've all got it allowed, so... Someone will wear our first marine helmet, so that's pretty nice. Drugs are being made. We've got more bionic parts, a bionic arm, and what's the other one? 2 bionic arms. Plasteel found. How are we doing for plasteel? Okay. Right, now it's just to make sure everyone's got a bionic whatever. You don't, Craigski, so let's get you in. So, right bionic arm. Rest till healed, so I'll get Ari ready. To be fair, Carlson, it's probably going to be good having 2 medical people, so let's try and use Carlson a bit as well. Because then we're going to have 2 people that are, you know, competent in, like, medical procedures, which I think we can all agree is important. Right, can we do anything down here yet? We can't. Sort of is what it is. Right, is this loaded? Ancient treasure. Load with the toxic waste. Send in the toxic waste. Send in the toxic waste. I tried to make that into a song and I don't think it worked. There you go. You have a bionic arm. The plan is to get everyone as bionic as possible. I just want to check what the pollution level is on that plate. On that place. 55 moderate. I love the idea they're just laying in trash and trash is everywhere. Who keeps forgetting to take the bins out? Starting arguments. There we go. More marine helmets. And you wouldn't even notice, plus still going down in all honesty. Right. Chem fuel is actually getting made now. Meals are getting made, which is important. We're sort of holding out for some traders to be able to sell this insect meat. I'd prefer to do that than just waste it. Dusty Mechanator Crypt. Oh, that's interesting. We could have 2 Mechanators at that point. And it's actually right next to us. Because then we'd have Chauffeur, which is basically all the construction stuff. And then we could have a bunch that are just literally like melee. It's just a question of like... We're not struggling with the toxic waste that we're like doing now, but we're not. Yeah, because I forget Breaker and everyone is deep drilling. So we're getting steel like that at the moment. So actually, we're flying. Really, really flying. Moods are pretty sky high. For plasteel. I mean, we'll still scan for plasteel. We could probably start researching. Oh, what else was it? Silver, okay. Do we want to turn this off for the time being? That's steel. It's plasteel. How much plasteel have we got? 310. Let's go get some plasteel. I know, I constantly contradict myself. We know we're going to need a lot of it, so let's just go get it. So items, we'll take some fine meals because we're fine people. 1 medicine. And then 1 good cloth bed. Load. Raid ski. Wish there was a way to like save these settings. I just want it. Basically, I want Dwarf Fortress in this. If you've never played Dwarf Fortress, it's like a very... I suppose it's probably what Rimworld was created from, like the idea of it, that is. It's just a very hard game to sort of get into. Because it's a lot of like... It's not as visual, if that makes sense. But check it out if you like getting like Rimworld. It's a very old school sort of like a version of it. A lot of people would argue it's a lot better. But just complicated, which doesn't mean worse, but I've tried playing Dwarf Fortress. It's a brilliant, but it's just hard. When you have no experience of it, that is. Okay, so we're ready for launch, so let's launch. Down here, drop in center, that's fine. In Craigski, we're ready to launch. Drop in center. I just sent horses rather than like... Because I should probably just send the resources to just come back, but... I don't know if it's I'm lazy or I can't be bothered. Probably a little bit from column A and a little bit from column B. But there we go. Go get that plasteel. Knock yourselves out. And we've got our 2 horses with us to come back. Craigski, can you get up and start mining? Because the quicker you two do this, the quicker you can come home. You're basically like locked here. I will install these beds. It is nearly bedtime. And at least you two won't then sleep on the floor, which would be great. Yeah, because we've got 310, but we require a lot of plasteel, and we will require more down the line. So it just sort of makes sense by totting ourselves up. I'm going to move these doors, because not for any other reason than it's bothering me. Okay. Bug box is fine. Living the dream. More statues, but don't currently need them. We basically need traders. Basically need traders. I might, with all the clothes here, I might make another room down here. And then we can put clothes and perhaps weapons in here. Might be a little bit more efficient than just all this mess. Like, trust me, in a game where we can have shelves to like layer up stuff for me to then get loads. Oh, that's not good. I don't know how big this is going to be, if they're actually going to be able to take these out. Problem is, there's not a lot of plasteel to come home with. To be fair, it doesn't actually take you that long to come back. 122 plasteel. I think what we need is more miners. is what we need. Is we need more miners and people that are actually good at mining. As we keep getting that toxic infestations, what we probably need to start doing, I suppose, is like, instead of sending them to the center of the map when we go somewhere, we need to go to the edge. So then if there's an infestation, we could perhaps ignore it. Keyword being there is perhaps. Lots of social fights. Brilliant. Love it. Sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. Scanned. Gold. We have got... Oh, it's actually right here, which is actually really cool. Caravan arrived. Welcome back. Need a research project. I mean, it's not really that important. Plasteel. Research-wise, let's do the psychedelic tea, because we will be using that for the final fights. Because that will give us the recreation use that we want, alongside with Cocoa. Right, for now, I'm just going to do a stockpile. And then we will shelf this down the line. And I would like apparel and weapons to all come in here. So this shelf here that's all linked here. You're not doing apparel. What would I like you to be fair, let's go storage. Let's go clear all. Raw resources. How about a bit of everything? Whatever you need to be, just store it on there. Whatever you need to be. And all the clothes can come down in here. We will need another trade beacon though. We have got a mech hive. They will prepare for a while, which... What is that? What is that? What is that? I thought we were having a nice friendly game. Me thinking we were all friends, getting on. Then you go and spoil it all by saying something silly like there's a mech hive attacking us. I mean, they will prepare for a while. Some more over here. Okay, so it's going to be quite deadly. More. I don't know how much these tank in the form of health. I know that obviously the centipedes, caterpillars, tank quite a lot. I mean, we've got some traps, so at least we can do some quick damage. We're going to have to stand at EMPs here. I think we should be able to do this quite easily.
You serious?
Right, so getting prepared. Oh God, of course you lot had social fights. So Ari, just because you've got a marine helmet. Right, let's equip that. Can I deconstruct that TV? Because we have got a flat screen there. It seems a bit lazy-bazy to have a flat... Can't be bothered to take the old TV out, Mum. I just put the flat screen in front of it. You two got weapons? Yep. I hope you can actually... Yeah, they can get up. You can always tell because you're allowed to click craft. Right, corn harvest is coming in. These have been switched, so everyone's coming in. So... 4 centipedes. The lancers I'm not bothered with. Their shields are going to be a pain in the bum. I can just sense it. Hey, it sort of is what it is. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. Yeah. Copium. Full copium. Lucky it happened now, not while the other two were like coming in the map, because that could have been a little bit awkward for everyone. Guess there's nothing really to do apart from just wait for it to happen. Yeah. Hey, here they come. Let's draft everyone. So the melee people need to come up. then the EMPs. Well, the traps, so that helps being able to take that out, because then we can get into position. Ray is a little bit injured. How badly? So the idea is then the EMPs can throw. Like if these traps at least take out one would be great. Now let's make sure everyone else is behind cover. I'll still get headshot, watch. The tunnel up. I haven't pulled him in. Oh, why are the turrets not on? It's not a mistake. Bruh. Not a mistake. Oh, the EMP! Needed to jump him into melee. Don't want to jump them into melee because their shields are down. Carlson's doing what he has to do. Right, EMP. Just needs to get dropped to stun all these. God, this is just feels bad, doesn't it? It's stunned, but it can still move. That centipede there is a problem, but there's not really anything I can do. In all honesty. Schaefer, have you been hit? No. No. Okay, I was just making sure that... Right. Seeing what we got. So let's pop smoke. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is then move Schaefer up into the smoke. There we go. So then we've got a little bit more defensive power. I know it's tempted to rush the melee people in, but they'll just get killed through friendly fire. I assume our turrets are firing, right? Because I haven't been watching. Okay, with this going semi-okay, Foxnox come down. Because I want the angle. There we go, I want that angle. Luckily, we're able to take out that shield quite quickly. Ari's just been hit bad, though. On his tail, because it looks like they get whiplash. Lear, you're going to have to go in to stop that centipede. I just want a stun on that centipede, and I'll pull Lear back out. Lear's just got to be careful. The tunneler. Oh, nice of you to join us. Totally the tunneler's fault. Not me, not me.
Stop it. Get some help.
Right. Right, Lear, get out of that. He'll just get ripped apart. This tunneler. Don't know why that sweeper's trying to clean. I'll clean, my lord. Yeah, the tunneler is getting like smacked by our guns. Look, all of the damage is from us. That is hilarious. Need to take that shield down.
Vindication!
Nice. Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Hot damn!
Oh, 28 components as... No, I'm sure I clicked undraft. Am I losing the plot? Probably. I think I'm clicking it. I'm sure I'm losing my mind. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. It's nice to know we can deal with that. I like what we did up here. I feel like that worked really, really well. No problems with that. Like, could we have more firepower? Yeah, we can, we can. Like, we'll get there. It's just nice to know we can deal with them sort of threats. Right. Then we get plasteel and steel out of it, which is nice. There's actually stockpiles have never been greater. We have a bionic arm. Probably should wait until people get healed and whatnot. Can we do a leader speech yet? 2.1 days, because that will give us 1 development point for our religion. And we just need to find the other one. Mechanoid needs repair. Oh, Schaefer's got his own problems, or her own problems at the moment. So let's just give her a minute just to recover. Like, let's let her catch her breath before we start bossing her about. Send some more toxic waste, because that's always fun. That always cheers up the colony. No responsibility. A colony of no responsibility. Everything's... Please, like, we're going to get, like, hit while we have, like, a solar flare that has just, like, spanked us. Which would probably be quite fitting, let's be honest. Probably serve us quite right. Yeah, a lot of components. What's actually just wood? These shelves here, can I also put chem fuel on them as well, please? There we go. Yeah, we get a bulk good trader and we're going to make an absolute fortune. Psychedelic brewing. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Don't think there's much else we want or would like. Bioregeneration, I mean, let's do it, but I don't think we're ever going to use it. Got no reason not to do it, I guess. Let's complete the whole research tree. Yay! Ooh, 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 ooh. Research is the best search. I know, it wasn't really a joke, but we're here now. Let's get on with it. Muscle parasites, bit negative. Sorry, this needs to be critical, so then it overthrows that. And there we go, here comes all the clothes. We'll build shelves in there. At some point, Ari, what is the red X under you? EMP grenades, okay. Is everyone on? Everyone's on decent medicine, okay. Furniture. And it's going to look a little bit more organisation in here. Because this just stresses me out. We probably need to cut some more wood. So we'll go cut them because they're all right inside our base. So it's not too much drama-rama. Right, so we're making... We're just making marine helmets at the minute, yeah. Okay. I mean, we've got to do it. More bionic parts would be sexy. Just because the production, the efficiency of what people can actually do gets crazy. So reinstall that there, please. Oh, it won't. That's awkward for us, isn't it? It's very awkward. Okay, so I'm going to click these. I'm going to go... To be fair, I can just link them all. Hold left shift. Link. Storage. Clear all. Critical. Apparel and weapons. There we go. We have to have a shelving system. We have to be confident in our shelving system. Power-wise, we're actually rocking it. Right, deep drill, exhausted. Which one? This one. I mean, I could just go reinstall that because there's 2 more spots. Let's turn these turrets on. I would like some more turrets. Especially because plasteel and steel has never been higher. That's not... There we go. This is looking much better. Then this actually gets... Look at this! Cleaning my cleaning my kill box? Bruh. I think I lost the plot. Don't say anything. Get some more shelves. And then we are banging. We're just rocking it, let's be honest. How much is that doggy in the window? Okay, Devil Strand. Has it been harvested yet? Some of it. Okay. Mechanoid needs repair. They all auto repair, yeah. I mean, I'll tell Chauffeur is still recovering, bless. Oh, their shelves are done. Nice, nice, nice. I'll do exactly the same thing. Oh, whoops. The game went really jittery then. Critical, cleared all weapons and apparel. Thank you very much. That organises that very, very nicely. That is much better, much better. Carlson, how many more of these jackets are you making? Should be the last one then. Yeah, that is much better. That is gorgeous. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Gotta love that. Love that for us. Love that for us. Right, more toxic waste, please. I mean, at this point, we're a delivery service. Might not get what you want, but you do get something. You need to put that on a shirt. You might not get what you want, but you will get something. Launch. See ya. Chauffeur, how badly hurt are you? Okay. I think what I would like to do is get another mechanator. Problem is, I don't necessarily at the moment really believe we need like a force of mechs to defend us. But I suppose that's going to change rather quickly. Right, let's have a look at security turrets. See, these uranium slugs are going to... Rocket swarm launcher. How big is this? Oh, it's tiny. An emergency defense launcher that fires a single barrage of rockets covering a large area. So it doesn't fire until someone activates it. But less effective about what? Less effective against small numbers of armoured targets. Okay. Oh, we got another raid. They're attacking immediately. I was just thinking we could go, like, put them down, like, here. Obviously, we'll get rid of the wall. Then we'll have another barrage of them there. That's what I was thinking. What seems good. Anyway, let's see who's attacking us. I mean, I don't know why. We're such friendly people. Heavy SMG, some grenades. Are they breaches or anything? Or... They will breach our walls. That's a bit awkward, so we're probably going to have to think down the line about putting some turrets like down here or something for the people that do breach through here. Just to create something for them to think about at least. So what we will start off by doing is just making sure everyone is inside. And then it's pretty much then next episode we're ready to take them on. Yeah. They won't come through here, they'll come through this bit. We've got some time. Oh, the shield packs are frustrating. Question is do we want someone with an EMP? Probably. Probably want an EMP launcher for something like this. It might be a little bit easier. Sort of is what it is. Other than that, I feel like we're powering through quite nicely. Lots of resources and everything that we need, so we're not delayed or anything. Most people have more than one bionic part now, which is just helping us just flourish. Flourish. Blossom like the flower we are. Okay, so they're coming down, so I'm getting ready to draft everyone. Turrets. Oh, designate power. Designate power, so breaker. Turn that on. Ray, turn that on. Just in case they do decide to come, like, at us from that way, which I don't know if they will. It'd be interesting if they do. The tunneler can come up, but the tunneler is a little bit damaged. We'll just come up. But I still believe they're just going to come straight for it. That's frustrating. Trying to watch how they're coming in. Please don't destroy that. Okay, so here they come. Does this give us any cover? No. Didn't really want two people with EMPs, but apparently that's what we've got. Tunneler can hold aggro, so that's not too bad. Melee people hug the wall. The shooters space out like that. It's not great, is it? Ari hasn't got anything. Brilliant, Ari. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Ever so happy with you. Charge rifle. To be fair, then there's... might as well have the melee people out front, so at least hopefully they'll hold the shots. So actually we can start shooting at them very, very early, which is nice. Lou, have you got combat command? Very good. We need to take them people out with the grenades. I'll just move our melee people around. I need to hope they get... There we go, there's the EMP. I don't really want... I just want them to take shots. And Lear come round here to deal with this one, and we should be cushy, but you know I'm going to do it to you. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye!